You're tuned into Lunch Money. I pull up the stock of NBCC for you. It's been one of those marked outperformers. There was a little soft in trade yesterday, has bounced back slightly today. They've come out with a bonus share issue. What's the rationale behind that, and what's the outlook for the company going forward? We're joined by Anup Kumar Mittal, the Chairman and Managing Director at NBCC. Mr. Mittal, thank you for speaking to us at BTVi. Let me just talk to you about the news trigger first. Why have you chosen to go for a bonus share issue over something like a share buyback?
You see, so basically, first of all, this bonus we have issued because there are some guidelines from the government for listed public sector companies. So it's a beginning, it's a very young company as far as listing is concerned. So it's a first step we have taken. So it's a 1:2 ratio bonus we have declared. So wait for future also.
Fair point. Would this mean that you don't see major cash outflow requirements over the next 12 months? And also, why didn't you opt for investing in more projects with this money, thereby increasing your activity levels?
You see, as you know, this mainly this order book is from redevelopment of the project in Delhi. So where NBCC has to put initial seed money, but that can be recovered. That will be recovered immediately once we start the sale. So there will not be any issue on that. So in next 12 months, some of these projects may start as far as redevelopment large value projects are concerned.
Right. I understand you would be investing about 5,000 crore rupees in 10 railway stations. So the question I have is, why not use the cash generated to bid for more stations, as Railways has a plan to put up about 400 stations for bidding in the future?
You are absolutely right. In next 12 months, there is hardly any cash requirement for our redevelopment project. And as far as our own real estate projects are concerned, there also we don't need much cash, because there will be some realization from the sale of the real estate projects. So we don't need much cash in next 12 months time.
Right. Would this mean that you are open to bidding for or participating in the redevelopment bids for more stations in the future?
First of all, you have to understand what is the NBCC's business model. You see, NBCC work on PMC, project management consultancy model, where we invest some seed money, not entire money. Suppose there is a requirement of 5,000 crore rupees in railway station redevelopment. So we will not invest 5,000 crore rupees. Our commitment is 5% of 5,000 crore rupees. Rest of the money we will generate from the project, then only the project will be completed. So NBCC's investment will be only 5% of the total development. That is one. And as far as out of 400 railway stations, NBCC has been given initially 10 stations, because railway has experimented this kind of thing first time, that other than railway company has been given this kind of responsibility.
Right. Let's also talk about your order book. There is one metric which the market has been pleased with over the last 4 quarters, in fact. Give us some flavor around the current order book. How are things shaping up? What's the outlook going forward from here?
You see, total order book is about 76,000 crore rupees. And as far as third quarter, results are concerned, we are working on that. And hopefully by end of January, that will be ready. So I don't think I can tell you the numbers how third quarter will work.
Fair point. But Mr. Mittal, for the simplicity of understanding for our viewers, could you tell us how many years of revenue your order book would fulfill at the current execution rate?
You see, average cycle is 3 years to 5 years time. So safely you can say, 5 years order book, this 80,000 crore rupees.
Right. I understand you do not have any material debt on your balance sheet. You've decided to give this bonus issue, which will effectively raise your equity capital as well. So this in turn could give you an opportunity to leverage your balance sheet for raising capital in the future for any projects that you may have. Are there any near-term plans of raising a significant debt?
No, there is no question of leveraging our balance sheet, and we get advances from the client in most of the redevelopment and PMC project. So in next financial year, there is no question of that.
Right. Also, budget is just about a month away. What are your budget expectations this time around, given the fact that you operate in some of the most important sectors such as smart cities, infrastructure development, government housing? Where is the government looking to beef up its spending?
You see, as far as my company is concerned, we expect government will declare more infrastructure projects, some more scheme in housing, where NBCC work, and there should be some concession in income tax slab also, so that real estate segment is also encouraged. So these are few things I'm expecting from this budget.
Right, Mr. Mittal, we appreciate you joining us today with a quick outlook on everything that's happening at NBCC, as also talking about that bonus issue that's come in from your company.